Your first time at camp. I know you're gonna love it. Your generation would rather sit in front of the television.
I would rather sit in front of the TV.
Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and the rest of the Peanuts cast are back. Snoopy Presents a summer musical is the first Peanuts musical in over 3 decades, and the new musical premiered on Apple TV Plus on August 15th and features songs from the man himself that joins us, the one and only Ben Folds. Ben, thanks so much for being with us.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Ben, what is your own personal journey with the Peanuts? Because I think everybody at some point in their life has watched it and it's resonated with them. What is your own personal journey with this specific comic, now obviously turned into so many different things like a musical here?
I mean, it was everywhere, and I think it's continued to be. I mean, it's so ubiquitous. It's just everything about it is about that world is something that would be a reference point. It's iconic. So I had no choice. I happen to really like it. You know, when I was a kid, it was the place that was the more thoughtful place. I also enjoyed the crazy stuff, but there was something really, really great and grounding about it. And you know, I think Charlie Brown's personality, it is almost an archetype to me. You know, it's this sort of compressed. He doesn't go crazy. Like he doesn't get super loud, and super, you know, angry or happy or anything. He just sort of, you know, kids like that. We all know kids like that. I think maybe more are like that than not. Just trying to sort of make sense of what's going on and the complexity and the isn't the quiet, you know. And that's really, really, that's really amazing. And it's never like black and white, right and wrong with that gang. It's a pretty special place. So easy to write songs from, I would say.
And it's really neat because this is the first musical in 35 years for Peanuts. But Charlie Brown, all these characters, that they have resonated with generations of people. So what is it like to kind of carry that weight, so to speak, of, you know, this whole Peanuts history into this new musical and try to ultimately encapsulate it the way you wanted to?
Well, I've said I didn't feel weight. I felt the opposite. I feel like something that's great lifts you up, you know. So I felt like I was floating doing this. It didn't seem hard. I had to put the work in because there has to be quality. But yeah, I mean, look, I've seen so many things and heard so many things over my life that since I was a little kid, I was like, you know, let me in, coach. I want to do a song for this. It's not, yeah, I got it. But the actual the pressure of it is not what you would think. I think when something is great, then I put pressure on myself anyway. So this just allows me a way to be good at what I do inside something that's just great.
And the beauty of the characters is that they all channel different types of moods. You talked about Charlie Brown and just the complexity of him, you know, himself. I mean, how tough is it to write and create music that captures the essence of all these different characters?
Well, since my songs concentrate on Charlie Brown, all 3 of them are Chuck's lead. Then it's him slightly isolated and everybody else, you know. And that's the way I think he probably feels sometimes. So not that he's isolated, like alienated, isolated. He's just in his head, right? So I stayed there.
Now, in this story, it captures the theme of summer camp. You have Sally, the first-time camper. You have Charlie coming back, and obviously the storyline is about, you know, the gang trying to save the camp. I'm not going to spoil it for the rest of the folks, but how much was it? How much fun was it to capture the spirit of summer camp?
Oh yeah, I mean, I went to summer camp once for 5 days, and you know, it stuck with me. I remember the stuff, you know, like, so when you're writing a serious song, you know, like When We Were Light, that's the one where Charlie Brown is bumming because camp's going to be gone. You know, I can stay there, like, you know, like there's all kinds of details to remember. Can't get sand out of anything. Sand's always in everything, you know, and this time he says, we're going to pull the sheets off the bunks, put them in that, you know, that bag that you told us to, and they're going to store it until next year. Wait a minute. not going to be a next year. Because, but I remember thinking, we're putting these into a bag and they're just going to hold them in the bag until next year. It's disgusting.
Summer camp, it always brings those types of memories back.
Just gross.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I can even think of my own during my childhood, and that's the beauty of what you guys have created. Ben, thank you so much for the time, and I look forward for everybody to get a chance to watch this and get to hear your work in this. And congrats, obviously, you've had an amazing career, and this is just another chapter to it. So thank you for the time, and thanks for taking some time to chat with us.
Thank you. Good to talk to you.